Hi, welcome to the last edition of KebbieG Specialty List of this season. Today, we're going to be trying Dinosaur Creativity and Pioneer. Let's see if this deck has what it takes to compete in the current meta. So the deck, of course, is built around the concept of using Thunder Herd Migration with the dinosaurs to be able to ramp naturally into them. Also using stuff like Big Score or Fable, so we can maybe get our creativity online. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future videos. We're on our way to 2,000 subs. Let's get there together. Let's dive into this deck and see the deck in action. So our deck, we have 2 chomps, 4 spites. We only have 3 big scores. I cut some chomps for some anger, so that way we have a little bit more of answering 2 threats at once. Because we can get behind on board presence with taking a turn off the Thunderherd Migration. And we really need enough turns to be able to get to this creativity. We also have, I added a tally, I added a hatcher, so that way we have a little bit more dinosaurs in the package, so we can more consistently migration after doing the testing of the previous build. And sideboard, actually, we still have 2 caverns that will be, and 2 fountain ports to help either with control or also creating treasures or fish to get to the creativity. Sideboard, we still have a couple angers for aggro. We have paw pass formation for overlords and stuff like that, plus back to nature for overlords. We have another chomp and 3 melees in case we need a little bit of early interaction. For aggro, and then we have a couple cease and desist, which mainly is in here for the quote-unquote graveyard hate. I guess there's also the one that has flashback to shuffle things back in, but I'd rather just exile 2 things and then draw a card. You don't really probably won't ever use it for the desist mode, because most graveyard-based strategies don't really put that many enchantments or artifacts. So that's the list we're trying out. See if this deck has what it takes. Let's get into it. Stomping Grounds, tapped, goo. Next turn we get Verge plus Migration. Grab a Mountain. Go. So this looks like probably Selesnya Coco or Angels. If I had to guess by first looks. Oh, it's Abzan Elves. Okay. That's not that big of a deal. Another Dinosaur. We play a tap land. Probably spite the War Master. Put a tally to the bottom. Say go. But I don't mind that because that gets me for 1 closer probably to drawing a land, which we need for the stature. Another War Master hits me. Another Hatcher. Snipe there. Put the Tyrant to the bottom. Play a tap land. Say go. Now we get to Hatcher. And then play Creativity off the 2 little hatchling eggs. So that's good. So we're kind of stabilizing against an aggro-ish deck. So it's like clearly his hand is not as aggressive as it should be for elves. But we will definitely pull this together and win, I hope. I mean, because like I said, I don't think they have much interaction. They could have exactly... Oh, wow. I was not expecting that. Hits me. Or nope, another Sigil. Why not cast that first? We play Hatcher. Tap land. Migration to the yard. Sack a little 3/3. And a 1. Say go. So I could creativity pop, and then get 3 things. So he has white. So he does have the Werefox available, plus the Sentinel, of course. Okay, I mean, that doesn't really have a target. I mean, it's probably not right. Probably should keep the 5/3, but I'm here to exchange everything into something sweeter. They have 1 hatchling in hand. So see what this Carnosaur gives me. Scoops it up. So we have Anger, Chomp. Seems like that's it. What are we going down? A Migration? And a Tally? And a Big Score. Well, I don't like that. Elf. Ooh, another Anger. That's good, I suppose. So we're just going to keep dropping down lands and probably interact with things we must interact with. And try to delay our actual removal. Right? So we get Anger, which will probably seal this up. I'd rather just take the 3 here. Another non-land. Anger. Looks like a Coco's inbound. Okay. But we have another. Another elf. Draws. Land. Hits me. Probably draws a card and loses a life. Sure. Does not commit more to the board. Sadly, we don't really have that many ways of going about this. Go. We need lands. So now we get to Fable. Say go. Another Coco. Jeez. I mean, he had 2 down. Another Lord. And a Bodyguard. Well. That's a little rough. We are not drawing lands. This is kind of crazy. Snipe there. Put Tyrant to the bottom. Oh, I guess that doesn't do anything. Oops. It doesn't matter. I couldn't have done anything anyways. Don't mind me, chat. Don't mind me, watcher, viewer. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. But then again, I have nothing to do. Should have just kept it and discarded it. I'm at 2. Probably dash. I mean, I kept the best hand I possibly could. But in the end, like, I just did not find another land to save my life. Yeah, there's no way I can get out of this. I could cycle this and snipe an Archfiend, block here, and then just take 2. If I play this, I have 2 blockers, take 3, and then I have this, which I don't have another way out of it. That Chomp actually might have cost me. No, it didn't, because the Chomp, I wouldn't have the mana for the Chomp. Sure, you just have all the Cocos. Fair. Alright, this time we just don't get land screwed. Okay, we play District. Another land's fine. Go. So at this point, we probably don't want any more lands past this. Play District. Chomp. I guess it's okay. Maybe I should have cycled that. To bail that away, because, Go. So I definitely think this is reasonable. If he gets anything that's too big, and I can't answer it with 1 Anger, this Chomp should clean it up. There's nothing in the deck I don't think is that big where I can't get it. There's another Lord. No land it looks like, though. Another Archfiend. To draw a card. Anger. Anger. Go. Please, let me draw lands. Mystic set, no, sure. I think I get rid of the Mystic. Go. The reason being is he's already missing land drops. So I want to stagnate him as much as possible. So he could tap down. Yeah, that works. Land, thank you. Another Anger. Tap land. Spite to the yard. Lisa. Hatcher. Sack it. Go. I think I get rid of the Carnosaur to get rid of the Glisa. I think that's right. Scopes it up. 1-0. Let's get into the next. I am now offering Patreon and Locals content exclusive includes sideboard guides, budget guides, exclusive videos, as well as other types of content. If you want to check out, the link is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. Temple Garden. Mystic. Alright, keeping a land that's decent. At this point, we're just trying to get towards Fable, but that just got pushed out. So, looks like we're on the I'd get beat down plan against green-white Coco. Go. I think I still play the Fable first, just because it allows me to... Oh, Spellbinder. Takes the anger. Figured that was coming. Because what else would you take here? Like, yeah. Play a Fable. Go. Gets frisky. Take it. Get rid of the big score. And a migration. Trying to find lands. That works. Go to combat. What do you guys say about that? A Ganjo it. So you could have an Aven Interrupter. Try to migration. Land. Go. So we have a Trumpeting Carnosaur. It doesn't get stopped by an Aven Interrupter, which is why we're going this route. And this makes me where I can get to this Tyrant. Get rid of the Thalia. He has 1 mana. I want to risk it. I guess I could have done better with the anger. And I scoop. Probably should have angered. Alright, so this kind of matchup, it looks like it's Coco. Anger's fine here. Chomp, not so hot. Paw Patch, probably not that hot either. I'm not really a fan of the Chomp. I guess Chomp stops the elves. That's kind of what we're kind of going for. Probably don't need the Tally and a migration and a big score. Run like that. Play District. We will reveal that Dinosaur. Alright, elf. Yep. Does he... The Thalia doesn't do as much as he was hoping, probably. Because now I still got a Fable, regardless. Do I need the second green for this Volborn Tyrant at some point? I mean, I have a lot of lands. Still probably correct to Fable here. Take my beats. Get 3 mana left over, 2 green. Get rid of the Hatcher. Land is kind of what I was hoping for. Attempt to snipe the Thalia, put the Volborn to the bottom. Yo. So the question here is, would he ever decide to tap out? I can't imagine that would be even his line. Right? Because that would just be insane. I think I forced the Coco right now. Okay, it's like if he did do it, he would do it right there to block my 2/2. No going for a Coco, just decide not to do much. Okay. I let that go. I can care less. Enduring Innocence. Attempt to get rid of the Kellen. Put the Carnosaur to the bottom. So, this is a little interesting. I think I copy here. Just trying to get something out of him. At this point, right? I want to attack, get to treasure. Which are much harder to answer. He didn't even block with the innocence. That seems kind of sus. Play with anger. Even interrupter. Alright. I could creativity X1. Let's play another another Fable. Go. I don't get why he didn't block with the innocence. Right? Because that would have been just kind of a free block. You kind of want it to get to the enchantment side. So it's not at risk. Gets rid of my Skyclave. He still has 2 white. Now he sees the anger coming. He doesn't want to go for it. Get rid of the Fable. Attempt to cast anger. There's another even interrupter, which is what I was expecting. But I can 1, 2, 3. That's not worth it. Go to combat, shove in there. Make some more treasure. Anger. Get rid of the board. Say go. Spellbinder. To get my creativity. That flips. Try to chomp it. Scoops it up. Run it back. As a land. Ugh, we drew another dinosaur. Do not want that. That kind of makes me sad. So basically, a decent portion of my dinosaurs are in hand. We definitely need lands. Full stop. Cool. Reveal a dinosaur. We will reveal a trumpeting carnosaur. You have even interrupter for this? Like, are you worried about that? I guess you are. I think that's something. Mystics, that means there's no Coco up. Try to go for it again. I think I get a forest. I guess I didn't need it. I have 2 green. Gets frisky. The issue here is I got not really a great play. I mean, I can't Thunder Herd, which means I can't do another spell. Regardless, I think I'm stuck with 1 spell. So I think I just say go. I could just cycle a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Take my beats. Let's just try to cast a big score. Get rid of a Tyrant. This probably baits an Avid Interrupter. Sure. And that's not terrible for me, right? It does get taxed a pseudo amount. On Dino. So we'll start off with an Anger. Really? You got another Aven? Another Aven Interrupter? Okay, they're gonna phase everything out. We're gonna go ahead and cast a free big score before they all come back. Go. So, not sure how I feel about this. Take my beats. 9. Fable. Say go. We could try to spite, but is that really good? And we're gonna try. Take it. I'm at 7. I think I decline. I like having the backup anger. Attempt to make a treasure. This has to bait something. Has to. He has tempo advantage already. Okay, I guess he just lets it fly. I just want him to commit more to the board. So I can actually hard cast. Go. Do I have to get rid of the Spellbinder? I would have to sack a treasure to actually hardcast this Carno. So I'm at 5. Raves. Attempt to cast a Carnosaur. Haven Interrupter. Figured that was coming. Very predictable. Don't need lands. Pass the turn. I'm not dead. Now I'm dead. Cool. 1 and 1, I believe. Let's get into the next. Through PayPal, I'm offering for $20 play your deck through League. I also give you an article about how to improve the list, and as well as some sideboard guides in very particular matchups. If you want to check out the link, is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. So you go ahead and duress with me. Fine. Tap land, go. This looks like probably demons. Here, chomp it, go. There's the annex. Figured it was demons. Anger's not very useful. Ship it. Passes. Okay. Again, no lands. Not very helpful. So we're waiting for him to cast something to actually be able to hit with a spite. I mean, that's not really something I could hit. I mean, I guess I can hit it with a spite, but it's more of because I really need to get rid of something to be able to draw a land. Thank you. Go. So we're taking a lot of damage this turn, which is a problem. We definitely need to big score. And we need to get rid of the Trumpeting Carnosaur. I don't think that card's going to matter, right? Cavern and the creativity is nice. I don't know how well that's going to, pan out, though. We're going to try to win it this turn. Creativity X2. That works. Fight. Hitting the Harvester. Put a Anger to the bottom. But we're still dead. We don't have any way of block flyer. So scoop it up. So against this matchup, we have Patch and Back to Nature as possible answers. Don't really care about the rest of this. Chomp, not necessary. Spite, what is it doing? Anger, what is it doing? No idea. Is there any other card I'm actively not caring for here? I guess I cease and desist. Technically, I get to draw a card. I guess that's better than a Spite. I'm not a fan that I'm basically guards down against exactly a Mutavault. So that could be a reason to keep the Spite just for Mutavault. But I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Tap Stomping Grounds. Go. I don't really care. I'm going to play Tap Stomping Grounds again to go. Harvester. We get the Fable, which isn't too bad here. Next turn we get District. Try to find something better. I don't really know if we have any other options. I guess we can technically attack with the 2/2. Maybe that gives me enough to actually hatch her. Never mind, he sacks his dude. Cool. Fable. Now we get to play District. And I think we discard those 2 lands. Draw 2. Play District. Pumping Carnosaur is okay. And, yeah, we just say go. Now, I wonder how this is going to pan out. Yeah, I get the destroy all enchantments is kind of weird. But he does play a decent amount of enchantments. If all else fails, we get to cycle this for formation. And again, we are so far away from an actual creativity. I think I play the land. Play a Hatcher, which is not a terrible turn. Kills my Hatcher before I start doing my thing. Don't look at my dinosaur eggs, bro. Get your own eggs. Say go, I guess. I mean, I can't do anything else. Kills my pinky. Makes sense. Now, there isn't really no reason not to just pop the reflection. But I kind of just want to wait until I have 5 mana, so I'm 1 short from a Carnosaur. There's no reason to block. I mean, 2 damage is barely anything. And I want these for creativity. Invoke. So we get some draining. And they get to draw some cards, which is kind of sweet for them. Not what I was looking for. So overall, I think my goal here is just to draw and create a food. I kind of just need to find the land here. That's not what I was looking for. Say go. So I might discard this Carnosaur to go ahead and just hit this reflection. I kind of want to force him to tap out as much as I can, so he can't interfere with my creativity. He just attacks out with the reflection. Respect. Take my beats to 8. Just tap out for an annex. Another Invoke Despair. Okay. Get rid of the reflection. Attempt to pop that. You should be able to answer that. Oh, that's like the worst possible hit. Oh. Really? You gave me that and not my other options like Boltborn Tyrant, Trumpeting Carnosaur. I get hit with this. I have 6 mana. I have to block. I can't take damage. I just die to an annex if I do. Shieldred. Man, that is not very good for me. Fable. That is just... Yeah, we lose. Alright, 1 and 2. Let's get into the wrap-up. So what do we want to think about this deck overall? Like, it definitely struggles in the early part of the game. And even though we have 26 lands, we got screwed a couple times. Just not finding the lands and curving out. So I feel like that's the biggest issue with this deck so far. Is we can get to 5 mana, but we need to get to 7. And that seems to be the biggest problem. I'm not sure how I want to address that. Just because of the fact that, well, I mean, even the game where we got stuck on 3, right, for so long, against multiple decks, I believe. Elves, we lost that game against Elves, where we got stuck on 3 lands. I'm pretty sure that also occurred against Coco. So, like, we just struggled to actually assemble mana, the mana required. So that seemed to be the biggest problem. I wonder if maybe this deck honestly should be playing some number of the Beanstalks. The issue with that card, though, is we don't really have a lot of ways of sprocking it until late in the game, where we start playing Hatcher and Carnosaur and da-da-da-da, right? So we really kind of need another early. We can't use something like Caryatid because it is a creature. So I'm not really sure what enchantment or sorcery speed spell like Migration we could use in the stack. Because Archdruids, of course, cost 3 green, which is very difficult for this deck to accomplish. So like we definitely need something that makes this curve out better, so we can hit our late game more consistently, and that would probably fix a lot of the problems that we're having. If you have any suggestions at all, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification before you head out that door. And next week, don't forget, is best as I possibly can, new Ether Drift decks. I am not paying for the $50 this time around. I'm not sold on this set, so I'm not gonna fork the money out for that. So hopefully I still can get some pretty sweet decks. So check that out, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Shout out to all my supporters, and if you want to see any other content from me, check out either one of these 2 videos and playlist. And I'll talk to you soon.